first in. He's always first in the house. Hey, Mike. Mr. Nosebearer. Good to see you, man. He's on the whiskey tonight. Single malt Scotch, if I'm not mistaken. All of it. Anybody guess what this is? It's you're here on the four of us Facebook Live. We're featuring our album Live at Vicar Street on tonight's Facebook Live YouTube stream. And this song Thursday night. Welcome to the four of us. Declan's got the fire on in Dec's place. The fire's on. Warming up the wine. It's pretty toasty. Look at that. That warm enough to melt chocolate. Unless, of course, it's four of us chocolate. Yeah. So, here we are then. There you have it. It's the end of that. Dragon Ball Name Dance. It's been a while since we've done that one, eh? I mean, it's been a while since we've done this show. But we're doing shows all around the country, so we'll be doing that one at all the shows. I remember hearing you practicing as I walked home to Ballyholland up Courtney Hill.
Yeah, glad.
Eve Mulholland, God, we made some racket, Eve, didn't we? Practicing. So that was, you know, we were in the, I think the garage. We practiced in the garage in the house, and I think it amplified whatever. It
Concrete walls.
It was concrete walls.
You could hear it. It's Murphy's second yard.
Yeah, I think that actually that was part of why it was. We didn't have the wit to realise that that wasn't helping the sound we were making. I was blathering away on the drums, and I was just hitting off the concrete. So you couldn't hear anything. But I mean, the upside of that was that we ended up sort of leaving the garage and going into back to the bedroom with our tails between our legs and sort of going, okay, well, let's try and make songs up in a more controlled environment. I think the neighbours were very happy to hear that. What's the first word in Dragging a Bad Name Down, Gary Clark?
That's a good question.
That is a good question. And the first word is Corrine.
Make it up now.
Is there anybody? Is there a girl? Is it actually a real name?
Is it a real name? Nobody knows.
Is there anybody called Corrine? Corinne. I very much doubt it. Knowing me, it was probably I must have sang a word that ended in "een," and I thought, oh, what could that be? And back in those days, I wouldn't even bother trying to make a real word out of it. I would just go, oh, sounds a bit
Corrine.
like
I readily agree. Going yes. On to the next one.
On to the next word. What is the next word? My brother Graham is convinced the first word is Graham. Graham, I want no opinion from you. Was it fun or just, well, funny enough, Graham, I could have used Graham.
That might have been one of the contenders.
It would have been except.
The emphasis on the second syllable.
Yeah. And now I'll never be able to look at that song in the same way again. Graham, I want no opinion from you. Aha! Deirdre Mahoney says she knows two girls called Corrine. So there you go.
There you go.
It is a real name. Oh, Joe's in with a slag straight away. I think she worked in the Pentagon down by Wisconsin. Very good. Very, very good. Yeah, that was. I wouldn't say my lyrical abilities had fully matured back in those days.
Yeah.
I was still working my way. What about Roisin? Roisin, I want no. That's not too bad. Roisin, I want no opinion from you.
No.
Roisin.
Roisin,
yeah.
You can't go Roisin.
No.
No, that's not allowed. That's against the songwriting rules.
Yeah, there's a French actress named Corrine. Is the Iron Man book still on? Freda wants to know. I'm afraid it is. I was just telling Colette. that I've sort of hit a slightly depressing part in my journey to recovery, where you're recovering really fast, and suddenly it's like, oh yeah, I can do these exercises and I can do that exercise, and now I have to sort of try walking a bit out of the boot and then back into the boot, and it's sore. It's more painful now than it was when I broke it. When I put weight on it, and then you're doing the exercises, which some of which are quite tough. So it's it just doesn't seem to be, happening fast enough. It's like that's 3 months nearly that I've been since I broke it. So, but I remember being told it was going to be months and months, and not really taking it seriously.
So when's
Dan Malia says, keep up the physio, this is the crucial time.
When's it coming off?
Well, they're sort of saying, keep up the physio, this is the crucial time. How long? How long is the crucial time? Is like a week the crucial time, or are we talking months, more months? They haven't given me that many exercises, but
How long have you had it on?
What, the boot or the everything?
Everything.
Since I broke the leg on the 23rd of February.
23rd of February.
Yeah, so it's nearly
March,
3 months.
April.
May.
Yeah. 3 months.
Yeah, so I was told I would be in the cast for 6 weeks, and then I'd be in the boot for at least 6 weeks, which is sort of where we are now. So they're trying to ease me out of the boot. Yeah, Susan said, don't forget Sheila's Magic Balm. 6 months. Wow.
Dirty Danny had it on for 9 months.
Did she?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to make it part of the stage show. It took me 6 months to get solid, Dab saying. 6 months.
But you know, when you're sitting on stage,
Yeah.
how's that feel?
You don't feel anything because you're on stage.
Oh yeah, so
You don't feel anything. And then, like, I do this thing sometimes, like, where, because you don't feel anything, and the adrenaline kicks in, and then you think, I'm cured. And then which I do, you'll stand up. Like, so we do drag, and I'll stand up. And then I'll stand up, and I'll feel nothing. I'll go,
it's a bit of a Lazarus moment.
it is. It's like, look, he can walk. And then I get backstage after doing it. And the first time I did it was the Spirit Store in Dundalk. And I got up. And I went backstage. And I couldn't. I couldn't. Like, since then I've been able to go out and talk to people after the show. But the Spirit Store was the first time it happened. And then I was really wrecked after it. Like, I just sat in the dressing room going, my leg was sort of like pumping, you know. 6 months. But I tell you what does help as well. This stuff. This is if you get the balm and you have this. That's good. That sounds like the start of a Who song. I'm on the. I was talking. Do you know what Oliver's on? Where's Oliver? I don't know where he gets all these whiskies. He's in a single malt from Scotland. Old Pateray, 15 years. Highland single malt. Anne Lennon, happy belated birthday. Is this the start of a song? Yeah. Is this the start of any of our songs? No? What song is it?
Yeah, no.
Is it one of these songs that we have to do now?
Yeah.
Is one more shot?
Yeah.
It's a new part. Maybe I sometimes lie, but my crimes are small. One of these days I will play it straight by the curtain call. I slipped up, that's all. Give me one more shot and I get right through to you. Give me one last chance, let me say what I want to. I died fast, a headphone blast, and the earth let go. The Grim Reaper rushed down to get in touch, said, well, will we go? As if he did not know. Give me one more shot and I get right through to you. Give me one last chance, let me say what I want to. Now it's not a good time. I've had a lot on my mind. Can we talk this one over? Here lies an old friend, you're a star. Come in to get me now, I hope we go far. All dressed up for the race, it's a joke. Flying to paradise, I think I smell the smoke. Give me one more shot and I get right through to you. Give me one last chance, let me say what I want to. So this is the bottom line. I could have done with more time. Can we call this a warning? a star. Coming to get me now, I hope we go far. All dressed up for the race, it's a joke. Flying to paradise, I think I smell smoke. Yes, here lies an old friend, you're a star. Coming to get me now, I hope you go. I hope you go. I hope you go. One more. That's it. Are you not roasting there, lads? Fire blazing, wine down, jumpers on, hot tunes are playing. We're in Ireland. We're in Ireland.
May, you know.
It's May.
Still May,
It's
baby.
May in Ireland, you know. I mean, it is actually sunny outside, but it's
But for 20 minutes at a time.
there's Niall Fantasy.
Now,
The
my man.
man who took all, you know, all for the past 2 weeks when I've been sort of on social media, sort of promoting the shows, the 2 shows that we're doing for Live at Vicar Street. All I've been doing is using Niall's photographs because he took some amazing photographs over really a span of shows that we did. The irony is, I don't think we had Niall for. In fact, I know we didn't have him for. The actual
one was recorded.
the one that was recorded, but we certainly had him for 2000. We did. I think we did 3 years in a row in Vicar Street. We did 14 with 25th anniversary. We did 2015, and we did 2016. And I think he took photographs for all those shows.
After we recorded that gig, we didn't know what to do for the artwork for the album.
Because we know photographs.
Yeah, we had no shots. And myself and Peter McKenny were going, what the hell are we going to do, what are we going to do? So we went through all his record collection looking at live albums.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And he had a jazz record live from, you know, Vienna, something like that. And it was a photograph of the city. So he said, I know a good place in Dublin where we could get a shot. You know, up on the
The
hill.
Sugar Loaf. There.
No, not Sugarloaf Mountain. It's the one where there's a pub like
Yeah. Johnny Fox's.
Johnny Fox's pub up there.
Yeah, in Wicklow.
And we went down and waited for dusk to settle. And
Both of you.
yeah.
Wow, and you took a couple of shots there.
Yeah.
And then whose idea was to turn it orange?
Yeah, because it was blue.
Okay.
And then, it was Peter's idea. Peter got
Yeah.
Peter put a filter on it and went, look at this.
Wow. Is he credited on the album?
Oh, yeah.
Is he? Oh, good. I hope so. Yeah, wow. So, yeah, but it's I mean, it's great. It's funny, you know, because I was going through some of Niall's shots whenever we were when I was doing that. It's great to have them, you know. It's just some really great shots. Live at Vicar Street final release, orange disc. Yeah, I think it would have to be orange, isn't it? I heard Declan is a great photographer. He is a great photographer. He is a great
Not
photographer.
in Niall's.
But not sort of. And also, it's very hard to photograph yourself.
Yeah. But if everything, well, you don't really take photographs, but I tried taking photographs at concerts.
Of
It's very difficult.
why is that?
Well, you know, it's very extreme lighting
Yeah.
and people are moving.
Okay, yeah.
So you need to get enough light in so you've got a up on shutter speed, you've got a
Yeah.
slow shutter speed, but because people are moving,
Yeah.
very, very difficult.
Yeah. It is, because I've seen, it's funny, I've seen lots of, when you do shows, a lot of times what'll happen is there'll be the guy there from the paper or something like that, and he'll take shots and then he'll send them to you, us after the show. And a lot of times they're not very good. And that's when you really realise that basically somebody like now just how
So
hard
if you
it
use
is.
flash, like forget it. I mean, flash just makes it look terrible.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, very difficult. Especially, I don't know how Nal does it with no tripod.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very hard.
Are you planning on another Vicar Street with a full band? Yeah, I think we are, but I mean, realistically, at this point, I mean, it's funny, the whole gigging thing is sort of not totally back to the way it was. And then you've got a backlog of all these shows that were supposed to happen 2020 feels like that long though, 2020 and 21 that have now been pushed, particularly in the bigger rooms. So we can't even get into Vicar Street until 2023. But we will be in Vicar Street in 2023.
He said confidently.
We will, to promote our new record, I would imagine.
New record, he said that confidently too.
I'm saying new record, conflict, and somebody was saying, when are you going to start playing some of the new songs from the new record? And the answer is, pretty soon. We're just going through these albums, and once these albums are finished, we're going to have to, it's just, we're going to have to, we'll be doing 2, 3, I'm sort of looking forward to that sort of, it was so exciting, when we were doing Waiting Game.
Yeah.
When every week you were sort of trying to get the song to a point where what you did wasn't embarrassing when you were playing it to everybody.
Yeah. Some pressure.
It was, but it's good pressure. It's the pressure you sort of need, especially us, people like us. Spanish G&T in Worcesterville tonight. Where is that? Where? How do you pronounce that? Worcesterville. Is that somewhere in England?
Yeah.
Have you heard of that place? I haven't heard of it.
They had this conversation before about Worcester and
Worcester. All right. Shout out to Ciara Drennan, a great photographer. She snapped you at Féile Classic of 2009. Yeah. Now there is an example of another fantastic photographer. Yeah. She took great photographs in Féile Classical. They were pretty. 2019. I wonder, did she take? There's some really good shots taken in the 3 Arena as well. I wonder, was that her? Yeah. So we've a couple of shows coming up. We're in Wexford on Saturday, along with the Dublin Gospel Choir. So that's going to be fun. In a church. In fact, our next 2 shows are church shows, whatever that's saying about us. St Mary's Church in Kilmore on Saturday with the Dublin Gospel Choir, and then we are in 2 nights in St Augustine's Church in Derry the following week. So that's going to keep us busy, and of course we'll still be doing the Thursday night show. It's funny when you're doing live shows and you're keeping this going. Your week really starts to, and you're making a new record. Things get sort of quite busy. Kidderminster is the same country. It's pronounced Worcestershire. Anita, thanks very much. Anita, who was our winner last week, up there in the North Country, where she is. That's a place, Johnny. We're playing some shows. So we've got Colette with us again tonight. So maybe she can put a link up for anybody that wants to check out. And obviously we've got some more shows. We've got the show in July, the band show. That's our next full band show. We're headlining Friday night in the Forest Fest in County Laois. A crazy weekend of music. Stunning, we're doing Hot House Flowers, Something Happens, Monday, Paddy Casey, Hermitage Green, Jack L. The list as long as your arm. Thanks to everybody on YouTube as well for tuning in. Another song off live at Vicar Street. She she hits me. I've got a friend I can count on. She sits beside me when I'm on my own. She Hits Me from Live at Vicar Street, our featured album on tonight's Ask Us Anything. Speaking of which, you know, we were asked a question,
Which was?
from Helena Guinevere, which is, what do you think about when you're singing?
Well, you should be thinking about the subject.
Exactly. I'm thinking about the song when I'm singing. I'm thinking about the song. Well, I'm thinking about the song, and then, but every now and again, like a thought will come into my head. Like I might be thinking, is Declan's guitar out of tune? You know, in the middle of while I'm singing, and then I'm in the moment trying to think of it, and I'm going, is his guitar, is his E string out of tune, or is it my E string that's out of tune? Somebody's out of tune there. And at that point, if you do that too long, then what happens is your singing goes out of tune. So it isn't even the guitar that's out of tune at this point, it's your singing that's out of tune. So then you have to get right back and focus on actually singing the song. So yeah, it's tricky. It can be tricky, but most of the time I'm thinking about the lyrics of the song, or I'm thinking about this, how it's sounding to me. You know, how the you know, do I need to sing a bit louder? Do I need to sing a bit quieter? And in some situations, it just, you're not aware of thinking at all. It's just like, you know, it's not totally muscle memory, because but the words are just, you don't think too hard about it. Which is the best way, actually. They're usually the best performances. This next song, which another song from Live at Vicar Street, we'd like to dedicate to Joe Butler's brother, Porrick. Joe wants to hear us play She Hits Me, and he says his brother turned 50 on Tuesday. There's Colette's straight in. It's called that's right, in the flow. It's exactly what it's called, Colette. You're right. Flow. It's a state of flow, which is when you know everything, when you know all the words, and you know how to sing it, and you know how to play it, and you can just immerse yourself, and time sort of goes, you're not even aware of it. And actually, sometimes the whole show will be like that. Like, we do a 2-hour show, but like sometimes myself and Declan will get off the stage and go, that seemed about 15 minutes. But we have done shows in the past where it seemed like about 9 hours. Do you remember, like, when things aren't going well? And normally when I look back on it, a lot of the times that was our fault. We just weren't. To be in that flow state that Colette's talking about, you need to know everything inside out. You need to know how to play it. You need to know how to sound. The sound guy needs to know what he's doing. Light guy needs to know what he's doing. Your brother needs to know what he's doing. I need to know what I'm doing. Everything reminds me of who you are, innocent and free, so alive, running wild through my mind, in days that last forever, everything I'm thinking of. Summer night, take flight, follow the ocean light, heartbeat, bare feet, running on an empty beach, lying down, the sound of waves crashing round, this free spirit in your eyes. I realize you can read between the lines. Everything reminds me of who you are. The same sky above us, world apart. In the night, a rising star. Shine a light to find everything I'm looking for. Sweet love, gold dust, a heart that opens up. Fast lane, last train, a chance to see you again. Sweet breeze, a release to get me off my knees. I still believe in this free spirit. In your eyes I realize you can read between the lines. I'm lost, and I can't deny it. Hold on to what you've got deep inside, this free spirit. Here we are, 1,000 miles between us. Here we are, nothing's gonna change. Your free spirit, your free spirit. McBurn, are you two as close as you seem, or are there ever disagreements? Are there ever disagreements? I think the answer to the question would be, yeah. Who's the boss and who's the boss? Oh, it depends what you're talking about. Sometimes Declan's the boss and sometimes I'm the boss. But actually, neither of us is the boss, and that's the most frustrating thing about it. That you can't really have a boss in a scenario like this. You can just sometimes if it's there's some things I think Declan knows more about than I do, and there's some things that I think I know more about than he does. But sometimes some of the things that I think I know more about, he thinks he knows more about, and that's where the disagreement occurs.
Not very often.
Not too much really. No, not too much. Not over the important stuff. But yeah, it's
You just got to keep positive, and you never know, the other person might be going through a rough time, or you might be going through a rough time and you don't realise how it's affecting others. I think it's those that are the trying times.
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes that's it. Yeah, it's basically if sometimes one of us might be unreasonable just because something that the other person has no idea is going on, and that times. But as I say, look, we're like the Gallagher brothers, but a lot more passive aggressive. So if like we're annoyed with each other, maybe I'll just make the one cup of tea instead of the two. I come back with a one. Emma Taylor, can't wait to see you on Friday night in Derry. We can't wait either. We've never been to that place, at St Augustine's Church. I had actually heard about it. Liam and Wainley did a show there a while back, and I have a friend who lives in Derry who went to the show, and he said that Liam, as usual, was fantastic, but he said the setting really added to the occasion, and I immediately started checking up the venue, and and then I saw that there were lots of great people that were doing it. So we got in touch with the music capital, the people that are putting it on. Really cool concept, which is doing shows in landmark sort of venues in Derry, which is full of landmark venues. Frida saying Jason and I are working on getting to Tramore next month. I remember one time we had dinner with them after Tramore. We went to for a drink or something like that, or was that before the show? Was it Tramore?
With Fred and Jason?
Yeah, the thing about Tramore is just so gorgeous because it's so summery. I don't think we've ever done a gig there where it wasn't like just an absolutely stunning day. I mean, it's stunning anyway, Tremor, you know. So I mean, it's we're so lucky, you know, to get to go to these beautiful places and get paid for it. You know, amazing. I'm just checking some other. We had drinks after the gig. We did. You're right, Frida. We had drinks after the gig. Joe Butler, have you ever written a song for someone else? Yeah. I mean, myself and Declan wrote a song for Henry McCullough, who was, Lord rest him, he was the guitar player for Paul McCartney's Wings, among others. But he also was the guitarist with Joe Cocker, and really legendary. You know, in terms of Irish guitar players, rock guitar players, he is definitely, you know, one of the big ones, really. And we were up in Amberville recording, and Henry was making an album, and he says, have you any songs? And we had a song called Walk With Me that was really written about, it was actually written about, you know, it was written for someone who was a bit older than I was at the time, and to sing it, and so Henry was perfect.
Yeah, and Josie, you know, he's got a lovely wife, and the whole song is a very romantic song about, you know, growing old with somebody and how your love gets deeper and stuff, and it was perfect for them too, because they went everywhere together.
Yeah, beautiful couple.
Right, we're going to it.
What song is closest to your heart? The songs that's closest to my heart are the new ones. I mean, that's a cliche, but it really is the truth. I'm excited about the songs on this new record. I'm excited to be sharing myself and Declan with you in a month or so. And so they're the closest to my heart at the minute. We watched a Roman candle burn. You see the thing I was saying about flow?
What happened there?
I went out of the flow. I started thinking about Henry and Josie.
Here's to Henry.
Yeah, Henry, yeah.
And he played on Walk With Me on your solo record.
He did, yeah. He did.
Brilliant guitar player.
Sorry. We'll start again. It is, that's right, Joe. It's the same Walk With Me. We watched a Roman candle burn the day the world refused to turn. Even a chimpanzee can learn to act a little human. We saw a firecracker fall among the market shops and stalls, and then we wondered if it all was just an illusion. Will time go back again when I hear your voice on the radio? Will time go back again when I see the smokestack fall? Will time go back again when the sun collides in Jupiter? Don't you know I follow you anyway? You get so tired tired of being told that it's your future that can be sold, until a moment stops you cold and you hear your heart beating. We're looking for all the friends we can make. We're searching for anything we can take. We survive every hand that we shake. Time roll back again when I hear your voice on the radio. Well, time roll back again when I see the smokestack fall. Well, time roll back again when the sun collides into Jupiter. Don't you know I'd follow you anywhere? I can't find a way to raise myself above this. I can't find a way to see what's before. All I know is it's too late to close the door. Time roll back again when I hear your voice on the radio. Well, time roll back again when I see the smokestack fall. Well, time roll back again when the sun collides into Jupiter. Don't you know I'd follow you anywhere? Yeah, the Henry. Competition time.
Go.
So, if maybe Colette can put up the link to subscribe for anybody that isn't, because if you're wondering what this competition is, we do anybody that's in our community, we send them an email every week with a question, and then on the show every Thursday night we pick a winner out of the four of us tea Kelly, and and they get all sorts of stuff that they can't get anywhere else. So the question, this week's question, was related to our album Live at Vicar Street, and the question was that all the songs on Live at Vicar Street, like the one you just heard, had obviously been on other Four of Us records, except for one. What was that song? And the answer was I Have Dreamed. That was the name of the song. And lots of correct answers. Our winner this week is from, I know this person, this is from Newton Abbey, and this is Maureen Doonan from Newton Abbey. I don't know if she's with us tonight, but Maureen, you are the winner of this week's comp, and winging its way to you will be, look, you see Colette's got all that going on. Did you see that?
I can see that.
Competition time.
Oh yeah, no, I saw it last week.
Did she have that up going last week?
Last week, it's a new thing.
Did you know she was doing that?
Yeah.
Did you?
Not today, but I meant to compliment her on it. She's been.
Oh, we are having technical issues.
Yeah, that came up last time.
Yeah.
What?
We're having technical issues come up.
Alright.
I don't know.
That's what came up at the start of last week's show.
Wow.
We were having technical.
There's loads of different things coming up now.
Oh, right. What's coming up now?
Oh no, I think we're okay. I think we're okay. So here's so first of all, a signed copy of obviously our featured album, Live at Vicar Street. You have this now. I think it was Frida was wondering, are we going to have these in the shop? We probably should put these in the shop, which is the four of us badge. As Frida wanted them. Ah, Maureen! Cheers, Maureen! She's here with us. Thanks, guys.
Cheers, Maureen.
I never win anything. And Maureen also was a fantastic baker. When we do shows in Newton Abbey, Maureen would arrive with these amazing cakes. Amazing. So Maureen, winging the way to you is this chocolate. There's four of us chocolate that you can melt down for your cakes, but whatever you do, just remember, take them out of this protective, fireproof packaging, because nothing gets through this. And we've got also brand new 4 of us tote bag. So well done. This wine's going down well, I gotta tell you. Are we into? Yeah.
We're gonna try and get to it.
What are you gonna follow that with?
All will be revealed.
All will be revealed. Okay. Well, we're gonna actually Deirdre O'Mahony has requested this for Frida, because you know Frida loves it. Maureen said we got to get up to the Maureen, we got to get back up to the Courtyard Theatre at the Mill up there in Newton Abbey, because we know a serious cake's going to be waiting for us. We need more northern shows. What is on the wine list? Sheila, glad you asked. And thank you again for that lovely balm. It's working wonders. This is what I'm having, which is Sangria del Toro. What about you, Dick? You're in the Malbec.
Malbec Argentinian Special.
Where'd you pick that up?
I was in Newry with Mum last night.
You got it up in the north?
Got it in the north when I was getting stuff for her. Yeah.
How's it going down? Yeah.
Oh, tasty.
Mine's nice too. Tote bags are perfect for carrying bottles of wine. You are so right, Dermot. I've actually used them for carrying bottles of wine myself, which doesn't look too good actually when you're carrying bags with your own name on it. But what can you do when you're showing the bags? Just always be promoting. A wine bottle bag would be a good idea for merch.
That's a good idea.
A wine bottle bag.
You know, like the split up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I think that's what Rita means, yeah. Rita, who we met in... that's a great thing about doing these shows. I'm getting to meet loads of people. I met Rita in Dolan's, if I'm not mistaken. Nowhere better than Newry. No, that's true. Nowhere better than Newry. And Declan was up seeing our mum in Newry yesterday. She's doing well, isn't she?
She's doing great.
So for Frida, from Deirdre. From the album Live at Vicar Street and Heaven and Earth before that. Someday, you walk into this room. I see you, but I'll be immune. Someday soon. Somehow I got to find a way to say goodbye. Find a way to let this feeling die somehow. it's time I made my getaway. Call me a fool, but it's time to make my getaway. Don't know what else I can do. Now it's time I made my getaway. Someday soon you'll walk into this room. I'll see you, but I'll be immune. Someday soon, someday soon. I said, will we end the show here? And Declan says, no, he wants to do one more, and I have no idea what song that's going to be. But I know that we're coming up to 9 o'clock. Colette'll be getting angsty. We're done in an hour. Would you boys ever consider a full band many Irish tour, or is it too tricky financially and logistically? I saw the band a few years back. Yeah, let's try. You're right, Mick. It's tricky logistically and financially if you're doing small shows. Really, the band you need to be doing bigger rooms, you know. So for it to like sort of it's festivals really, and the bigger rooms like Vicar Street, the Olympia, stuff like that. Oh yeah, okay. We're gonna end on this song from Live at Vicar Street. One more tune. Song that got the ball rolling for us back in 1989. Thank God they're still playing it. So we're still singing it. Mary's got a job, she's working in the bank, making lots of money and giving it to Frank. Frank's a married boyfriend, been that way for years. Slapped her in the face once, but says he loves her. Oh, Mary, why don't you have some sense? Please do something to restore my confidence. Met another woman traveling on his own. He wrote a loving message and left it by the phone. Mary still knows nothing as innocent as snow. Everyone has heard the truth, but no less it's your Mary. But why don't you have some sense? Please do something to restore my confidence. Let it go, no. Saturday. We'll see you. Same time, same place here on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Thanks so much for joining us from Colette, Declan and myself, Brendan Murphy. We're the four of us, and you guys have been amazing for joining us again and again and again. Thank you so much for keeping us company. See you next Thursday night. Cheers, guys. To your very good health.